there are three things that can help you achieve tension, and that's spacing, shape change, and overlap. So, simply put, tension comes from anticipation. I don't necessarily mean squashing and stretching. For instance, the prop here that Sentinel is holding is a hard surface object. It's not organic. It doesn't squash necessarily and stretch. Rather, when the hand grips the device, you can see that there are a lot more frames of slow pulling and then a pop to the next pose. So, similarly, you can watch the arm change shape. There's more frames of it being stretched out and then squashing with that shape change into the next pose. So, it follows the same idea as squash and stretch, but not with the idea that this is an organic thing that's getting smaller and then larger. Rather, there's more just like anticipation in one area and then popping to the next area. That brings us to our last point, which is overlap. Um, if you move quickly enough, you're not going to settle in slowly. So if you all this tension has to go somewhere. However, it's not going to overlap too much or be like springy. You're not going to do this with it, and it's slowly going to come back. It's going to look super cartoony. Um, for example, if you were to hit your fist into your palm like this, what happens to your palm, even though you're keeping it steady? Like, sure, your palm moves back. There is overlap there, but because your muscle is tense, you're pushing that back, and it happens very quickly. That's something that the viewer is going to feel, but they're not necessarily going to see. And it's going to add tension in a very subtle and detailed way.